So a couple of days ago, I bumped into this pretty neat new tool called API Template that allows you to generate images and image templates via API. And if you use this tool through an automation tool like Integromat, you can actually automate your whole content generation process to Instagram. So here's how you do it. First, just create an account at apitemplate.io. Once you have logged in, go to the Manage Templates screen. There, you can create the reusable template for your Instagram posts and actually to many other platforms as well. I'll just name my template Instagram template. Then choose the Instagram category and the template that you like most. Once you click create, your template is generated. Then launch the image editor. And in this editor, you can actually define the fields and their styling that you want to use in your automated content generation. In my case, I'm building an Instagram account with inspirational quotes. And for that, I need to have the quote text, the author, and I also want to put my website URL to the bottom of the screen. The editor is pretty straightforward, but since I want to have a little bit longer text in the picture, I will just copy paste some placeholder text and configure the size and position to fit the template. And lastly, I will just configure the author field. We will use Airtable as a database to store the data needed for the Instagram posts. Airtable is easy to use and has a free plan that we can use here. So I create a new base that will go for now as untitled base. And in that base, I will create the columns for types of data that I will need to make my inspirational quote account work. And those columns are text quote, author, background image, and hashtag with the single line text data type, and status with the single select data type, and ID as a number, and more specifically integer. I actually won't need to have the URL column since I have my URL appearing by default in the Instagram template that we did with API template. And now it's time to start filling rows to the database. And each of these rows represents one Instagram post. Some of these fields will be sent to API template to generate the picture, but I also have the status field to keep track of which posts have already been posted to Instagram. And also, for example, the hashtag field that contains the hashtags that will be posted as a comment to the picture. For this first part of the series, we will fill these rows manually, but of course, we would like to automate this part too. And I have some ideas, but let's try them on the later videos. API template works with Unsplash and Pexels. Both are free to use. I'm using Unsplash in this video. To get the image address in the right format, right-click the image and choose Copy Image Address. It's not showing on the screen for some reason, but yeah, you just need to do that. So now I just fill the rest of the fields. The status field will have to do as a value to signify that it has not yet been posted to Instagram. It will have done as a value once it has been posted to Instagram, and we will do that later. Now it's time to set up Integromat. Integromat is an automation platform that has all kinds of built-in integrations that make it easy to connect different tools together. It has also a pretty nice free plan that allows to do quite a lot of automations. We will build our automation by creating a new scenario, and we will start the automation from Airtable. The first step is to connect Integromat to Airtable API through the Search Records module. Then we will add the Airtable API token to it. It can be found from the account menu in the upper right corner when you have Airtable base open in your screen. Then we will connect the base and the table that we created in Airtable to Integromat. I will actually rename the base to Instagram_posts just to keep things clear. Then I will put into the formula field status equals to do, so the Integromat will pick only the rows that have not yet been posted to Instagram. I will also set the sorting by ID to ascending order so that we have those Instagram posts put into Instagram in order. And since I'm posting one image at a time, I will put the limit to 1. Next, I will add the API template module to this flow. I will select create an image action. And here, once again, we need to connect Integromat to API template API. We do that by going to API template and choosing the API integration menu. Just copy the API key and put it to Integromat. Now we need to match the key value pairs between API template and Airtable, because we want to use the API template values as variables that we fill from the Airtable fields. So to get the right names for the API template variables, we will go to the image editor and to the Zapier/Integromat/N8N menu and copy the right properties. And then we need to match those properties with the right Airtable values. Great, we're almost done. Now we'll set up a router that will allow us to do a couple of things simultaneously. First, we will connect our Instagram through the Instagram for Business module. We will choose create a photo post and connect our Instagram business account to Integromat. And to do this, you will need to have your Facebook and Instagram configurations done correctly. It was a bit of a headache when I did it, since I did not have Instagram account before this video. I'll put the Airtable field hashtags to the caption field here, and the API template download URL field to the photo URL field here, so that we will get the right stuff for our Instagram posts. Now let's see if this works. Damn, it doesn't work. But it's just because I forgot the quotation marks from the to-do string. So let's try again. And it works. So here we have the image with the quote text, the author, and the URL at the bottom. And we also have the hashtags in the caption. Looks pretty good. Then there's only a few things left to do. First, we will create a new Airtable module that will update the status of the specific row that we sent to Instagram, from to do to done. Oh yeah, and we need to make the API connection from this module to Airtable, exactly like we did in the previous Airtable module. Updating the record requires selecting the uppercase ID variable for the record ID field. This is not the ID field that we created earlier in the Airtable, it is a built-in ID. Then we just set done to the status field. The last thing we need to do is to schedule this workflow. There are many scheduling options, but I will now put this for every 15 minutes for testing purposes. Then just put your scheduling on and enjoy your automated Instagram content generation.